This is the body keeps moving. 2. Let's go with yes. This is the yes motion for most cultures. So what I'm going to do is use the yes with the knife. I come to him. If there's any kind of contact, I do yes. And most of the time, because he moves in regard to the knife here, well, this was very bad. So if he comes here, just do yes. And I cut him in some way. More obvious if you go for the overhand, like here, and you just cut down. Sorry for the show. Here, you just do yes. Yes, I can either catch him, and I start to make spaghetti. Now, the second one, which I like more, which is less painful for me, is the no. No. Yes, no. So, I come, no. See? Very simple. Now, I don't need a lot of pressure. This is enough pressure to cut him, if it's a real knife. So, remember, I come, no. See, very simple. Still, very direct. But don't forget to include the first step. So I go, if he stops me, my body keeps going as well. If he hits me, that's okay. I have another hand as well. And feet and head. So I come, and he needs to learn how to move. So I'm helping myself. I learn how to move with the knife. And in turn, when he comes at me with a knife, I learn to move against the knife. So if he comes towards me and stop him, he can say either yes or no from here, and so on. Or he can just move with his body, continue to move with his body. Or if I stop him, I catch him and I don't know, choke him, whatever, he can just sit down and cut me. It doesn't matter if it's a small cut, it's the beginning of something. It's better to be, some people say it's better to be cut 10 times, better to be scratched 10 times. If you're cut 10 times, you don't have a lot of life left in you. You're bleeding it out. Now, the next one that we're going to do is the maybe. Maybe, I don't know where I'm going. So, I start this way, I don't know, where am I going to go? And he has to adjust. Perhaps you might equate it to a fish. A fish goes where there's less current. He doesn't have a route in his head. He has a destination. So this is the food, this is the fish. It's going somewhere. And as you can see, I'm going somewhere myself. So let's turn this around. Here on the knife. What I'm doing as the student, if he's coming towards me, if I stay in place, I get cut. It's not logical. If I try to start blocking him, I start reacting. I become the drum. And as you know, a drum usually just gets hit. That's its purpose. So what I'm doing, I'm not giving resistance. I keep breathing. I let go of his movement. I don't try to control the blade. If I look at the blade, oh look, there's the hand. You see, I had to remind him because he's still focused on it. Then I come here, hello. And when I see the stars, I also see Guts and Glory. There's a movie, but never mind. The next thing that I want you to do is to be nice to each other and respect each other. The only time that someone is going to come at your front with a knife is when you're in a very narrow corridor. Fine, I can't go anywhere, so I might as well attack the front. He can't go anywhere. Maybe run to the other side and maybe cry like a little girl. Now, attack your partner with respect from the side, see from the back. And remember that he can at any moment collapse. So I'm moving with him. He can collapse. You see? So I need to keep this in my mind. And so I need to keep relaxed myself. Because if I'm tense, I will get cut. If I'm relaxed, he will relax. And here, I can move the rest of me. Last thing, look at the knife. This is a plastic knife. If we're going to transfer this into this is different. This is a killing thing, or you can make Peterborough with it. Now, if I give him this knife, there's a different meaning to the knife being left. If he comes at me, I look at the knife, I die. Now, worse, if I drop the knife and it falls on me, I start to bleed. I can get an infection and I will die. And it would be really, really a bad thing to write on my tombstone. He died from infection. Now, the next thing is focus and remember that even though when you're tensed up, remember the first drill, you can still move. And also you can collapse. Okay? Don't forget the power of tension. For example, if I'm here, showing tension, I'm drawing it out. I'm creating a here. Don't forget the power of relaxation. So if the knife comes at you, let's say from the sides, from the back, I relax. That's the first thing I do. If I start straight away to move against the knife, look, it's just going to apply maybe half a pound of pressure. If you see this, I move the blade. If it was 1 pound of pressure, I would be bleeding now. What I'm doing is, this is under pressure. I'm not moving this. I'm moving my body. See? As a whole. I'm not tensing against it. From here, I'm completely relaxed. Otherwise, I will be cut severely. Remember to respect a real blade. It can be this, it can be a kitchen knife, it can be a rusty, tiny blade. It can still cut you. Mind yourself, keep breathing, don't point the knife at yourself, and respect your opponent. Give him honest training, and he will give you the same in return. Thank you for following SYSTEMA ISREAL.